Hi everyone, this is Jim with YouTube user JimLiElevators, and why am I in a car and not in my usual place? Well, anyways, somebody's here with me. That's right, it's the one and only Diesel Doocy. But anyways, today I just want to wish you a very happy new year to all of you guys. 2024 has been one of the biggest years that has ever happened to not only just my life in general, but also for my channel. I've done a lot in this year of 2024. I've traveled a lot. I've traveled a lot of places. I went to Dallas, Austin, New York City, North Carolina, and also Washington, D.C. But if you also may notice, you've also seen a lot of my videos from College Station. That's pretty much my happy place on earth. You guys have seen a lot. So, anyways, the year of 2024, I don't even know what to describe. I mean, just so much has happened. Like I said, you know, I've got a lot of contents that I never ever deserved before previously. I've also graduated from University of Houston, if you don't know. And if you also are not aware of this as well, I recently also underwent surgery, and praise the Lord, I'm still here. I survived and was successful. I'm sure you guys have read my Wikia page that I had an open heart surgery when I was only 1 year old. And just as of this year, a couple months ago, I had a recent heart surgery as well with a pulmonary valve replacement. But aside from all that, like I said, this year, I've done a lot. I've done a lot that I don't even know what we did. All I know is, like I said, we traveled so much, but I just want to share to you that I know you guys have not seen a Ring in the New Year special in such a very long time. That's because I just don't want to make this into a copy of Andrew, known as Diesel Doocy. And if you guys watched Andrew's channel for the past several years, unfortunately, you may not see Andrew done much Happy New Year special videos, and I haven't done much for so long, so I just figured why not bring mine in. And because how much epicness we had this year. I mean, this year of 2024, a lot has happened. Like I said, I got so many contents, more than I ever did. I graduated from college, and just a lot of big adventures has took place this year that I don't even know what we did. I think somebody is going to need to help me alliterate that. But before I turn over to the person, I also do want to say that I'm also very thankful to each of the elevator companies. Not only have I gotten more parts, but also a grand tour as well that I'm sure you've already seen in some of them as well, with automatic elevator, like that, for example. And also a fun trip to New York City, where I got to see a lot of amazing stuff. And when I went to Washington, D.C., I got to see my very ever first 1960s Westinghouse elevator with the triangle buttons. Oh my gosh, I've been dying to see that ever since. I've seen a lot of videos from both in Ohio and mostly in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But also there's some in Ohio too, and I don't know where else. But never would I find a Westinghouse triangle button in Washington, D.C. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that elevator was just the biggest highlight of 2024. Like I said, I've been dying so badly to ride those kind of Westinghouse elevators, because I've seen those triangle buttons like ever since in my early days, in the early days of the elevator community, like that one particular elevator at West Penn Hospital in Butler, Pennsylvania. Bloomfield, yeah.
I think.
Bloomfield, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it all started with watching that Westinghouse triangle button elevator at West Penn Hospital, and because we don't have any Westinghouse triangle button elevators, one in Durham, North Carolina got modernized, but my dreams was never over. I finally got to see that Westinghouse triangle button elevator in DC. finally, and I'm sorry for saying, for elaborating all that, but that was just one of the biggest excitement of 2024, as well as traveling to so many other places, getting updated takes. Yes, I got an updated take on some elevators in Austin. And last but not least, tune in for an updated video on every elevator in my early years on YouTube that I took in Houston. I mean, half of the elevators been modernized. I did not film in much hotels because those are key carded, and half of the elevators were modernized. So, with that being said, I know I already talked a lot, so let's now tune into a special guest.
Hi everybody, I'm sure you know who this is. That's right, it's me, Andrew, Diesel Ducey, and this year, too lazy to make my own video, so if you guys want to know what's going on with me, you're watching the right video. I'll probably do a Diesel Ducey drop, but I'm not going to do anything big and elaborate. So right here is where I'm going to talk about what's going on in my life. And it's always good to be a guest on his channel. Good friend, known him for over a decade now. Known this guy for years. Really good friend, really good friend. And I thank you for letting me come on this channel because I got so much going on in life. I barely have time to edit videos. So this is helping me out a lot too. Well, anyway, 2024, like I said, it was a great year for him, and I'm gonna have to go see that Westinghouse elevator. I'm gonna have to ask him where that was after I get off this camera. But anyway,
it's at the Lee Building in Bethesda, Maryland.
Okay, thank you. Well, anyway, January, basically, as you know, a lot of my time is taken up by the railroad and my partner, Zachary, which me and him have done a lot. We've traveled a lot, and that's where a lot of my content has come from. Biggest highlight of my life this year. I mean, I know some people might not be significant, but the biggest highlight of my life this year is I can say I visited my 50th state. Earlier this year, as you get old, you forget months. I think it was in April. No, that was in August. It was in August. I went on a cruise with my partner and Jason to Alaska, and I got to see my 50th state. So obviously driving a truck is what got me to 48 states, but that's the biggest highlight of my years. I got to go to my 50th state, and before that, as far as trip-wise, me and Zach have just gone around North Carolina and Virginia, but in April, I think it was, took a cruise to, I think it was Mexico and the Bahamas. We took a cruise, went to Alaska, had a surprise trip to Arizona. Zach took me down to Sedona, Phoenix, and I saw the Grand Canyon for the first time in my life. That was pretty cool.
Don't forget Europe.
Oh gosh, how can I forget that? Oh my gosh. See, look, okay guys, this is what happens when you get old. You forget important things like that. Yeah, Alaska was a highlight, but I went to Europe. Thanks, Jim, so much. I can't believe, I mean, yeah. And honestly, I must say publicly, I know I've said this before, if it wasn't for my friend Alex / Heritage Elevators, that Europe trip would have not happened. So Alex, if you're watching this video, I cannot express in words how thankful enough I am for you bringing me over to Europe, because I saw places I never thought I'd see in my life, like Umeå, Sweden, Sundsvall. Of course, we went around Copenhagen, Denmark, and the riding on the ferry boat was probably one of the highlights of the trip. But anyway, 2025, we are going to Hawaii in April. Me and Zach are going over there. Obviously, I'll get some videos there because we're going to be there for a week, so I'll go around and do some filming there. I'll probably load up on content there. And not sure much more what I'm doing next year, but 2024 is a great year. I've somewhat maintained my fitness. I need to start running more again, but other than that, yeah, hope everyone has a great 2025. I really appreciate all the people that watch my channel and his channel. We really appreciate y'all because I think we pretty much share the same audience. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all want to see some of my boring videos, go check out my channel. I'll try to do a Diesel Ducey drop, but no promises. But this pretty much sums up what's been going on in my life. And Jim, thank you for letting me take part in this video. And I hope everyone has a happy and safe 2025.
Oh, and I also forgot to add, if you watched Andrew's live stream video, there's also another highlight that also happened this, I think it was in late March, if I'm not mistaken. You guys watch Andrew's live stream videos, right? Well, another biggest feedback I ever deserved was that Andrew gave me a shout out in one of his live stream videos.
Oh, I remember that.
So yeah, I never thought I would be given a shout out. So I'm also very thankful to Andrew.
Well, you're one of the nicest people I know, so you definitely deserve that.
Well, I know Andrew's done shout outs for so many people like Heritage Elevator, Summer ADDE, forgot his channel name.
All the elevators, I think it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, all the elevators. Andreas.
Yes, he's cool.
Andreas.
Nice guy.
Jason, STL Elevators, Nasty Nathaniel, and lo and behold, me.
Well, we love you, Jim.
Well, yeah. Speaking of the Diesel Doocy drop, well, you're not gonna believe this, but 10 years ago, if you guys remember, when I was a lot younger back then, Andrew gave me a little Matchbox diesel shunter. So what if we do the Diesel Doocy drop with that? Andrew, what do you think? Would you be down for that?
Cool.
Would you like to do that? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Would you like that? So if you guys like to see my own version of the Diesel Doocy drop,
Do it.
okay. All right. Well, okay. So with that being said, we're gonna go back to my own usual residence, and if I can come up with something, we're gonna make that happen. But just so you know, that this video was filmed several days before New Year's Eve, so that should give me plenty of time to think what I should do. So with that being said, let's get to it.
We love y'all.
All right, so just after spending some time deciding on what I want to come up with in terms of doing the Diesel Doocy drop, so what I did is I set my vintage old Westinghouse mechanical, old school mechanical chime on the ground to where I will be doing the Diesel Doocy drop. What's going to happen is this Matchbox diesel shunter is going to plummet onto that mechanical chime, which it'll ring after this Matchbox diesel shunter hits that mechanical chime, and this directional lantern is going to light up, and you can already see I put in 2025 there. And I also have a computer screen, which I will screen record the time. And as you can see here, we're only less than 10 minutes away from 2024. 10 minutes exactly from 2024. So with that being said, this is going to be quite a perfect way to close in the new year. So with that being said, oh, and here is my 24 Greenway elevator car station that me and my father just finished restoring, as well as my Home of the 12th Man t-shirt. Like I said, in the year of 2024, I also forgot to include this year of 2024, I've celebrated my 12th anniversary of my YouTube channel. My YouTube has turned 12 years old. I started back in 2012, which is now 2024. What's 12 minus 2 equals the year of 24. So yeah, this was the best moment of 2024 that we'll ever remember. So with that being said, we're going to get this thing set up. I'm going to have my camera set on a tripod, and once it hits midnight, I'm going to light up this directional lantern, as well as plummeting down this diesel shunter, in which will hit this mechanical chime, making it ring. So with that being said, hope you all are excited. Next year, I'll be on YouTube for 13 years. Lucky 13. I know I've been repeating back and forth, but just always remember the best moment of 2024. What's half of 24 is 12. And coincidentally, this is also 12 stories. So with that being said, I will show a detailed view of how I put this all together in another video. So anyways, just remember 2024 has been the best year. What's half of 24 is 12. You see, I've been on YouTube for 12 years. I started in 2012 and my channel has turned 12 years old. That's exactly how I commemorate the 12th man. So, okay, enough with all this 12 and 24 stuff. Let's get into it now. Okay, y'all, we're in the last final moment of 2024. Only 1 minute left remaining. So, again, as I said, 2024 has been an amazing year of magical adventures. I've traveled a lot more, graduated from college, saw a lot of amazing elevators, and as well as taken a trip on behind the scenes with an elevator company. This was awesome. And last but not least, and above all, stay tuned for some updated takes on every classic places in Houston I visited, both my childhood and when I first started YouTube. So with that being said, we only have less than 30 seconds left before we start the countdown. Once we start onto 50 seconds, we are going to start counting down. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! We did it! We finally did it! It's official now. We finally rang in 2025 with the Diesel Doocy drop, hitting that 1960s old vintage Westinghouse mechanical bell. As I said, the highlight of 2024 was seeing the vintage Westinghouse elevator with the triangle fixtures for the very first time. And I'm willing to bet that every single vintage old Westinghouse elevators from between the 50s and 60s had this exact sounding mechanical bell chime that sounded exactly like that before the Westinghouse dinner bells were invented later on, which I believe it was started in the late 60s to early 70s, but that's beside the point. Anyways, it is now officially 2025, a ring in the new year. So, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed the video. God bless to you all, and stay tuned for some more videos in the year of 2025, especially my classic videos that I did updated take all around the Houston area. Please be on the lookout, y'all. Those videos are going to be posted really soon, so be on the lookout. They are all the classic places I revisited from both when I was a child and when I started YouTube back in 2012. So, with that being said, I hope you all enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and that is definitely going to be it. Hi everyone, this is Jim with YouTube user JimLiElevators, and I wonder, why am I in Andrew's car? Oh, hold on.
Why are you in a car? Blooper. I'll just post a link to that on my community.